But you are just following these arrows, guys. So just follow our arrows, please. Thanks very much. The route, it gets quite narrow in places, and it gets quite narrow quite early.
Okay, so it's now just past 12 kilometres. Luckily I'm going the right way. I thought I'd wait till now to take the camera out and do some proper talking because it's just way too noisy right there. But so far, all good. Got to say, it's been a really well organised event so far. Nice people, met a couple on the way already. And yeah, happy days. But obviously, it's very early days, so a lot can happen. But I also realised that the group that we started with is actually a whole load of a mixed group. So most of them were doing well, not most, but a lot were doing just 50k. So I got a bit panicky when I saw them shoot off. But anyway, we're just now coming up to Chester's over there. I think this is Bosham. I can't really pronounce that one, but pretty nice. So then heading up that. Okay, so I've just gone through pit stop number 3, just past about 34 kilometres. We're just on a steady climb going up. Again, so far so good. It's still early days, so I'm still trying to keep it as steady as possible. I'm covered in tailwind all over my hands, so I'm got sticky crap all over me, but it's a really lovely course so far, and I'll be able to show you a lot more in a second when we come up into some lovely vistas. Okie dokie. Thanks very much for your comments, by the way, on my last video that went live today. All very much appreciated, so yay. Downhill. Ooh. Just coming up to halfway. I'm feeling pretty good actually. I've been getting in the fuel and the liquids 80-90 grams an hour and just keeping things happy. So touch wood, I should be okay for the next bit. But again, all early days, but I'm going to take a leaf out of old Ben Notley from Bender Runs. Just keep always smiling and optimistic. So thanks, Ben. 1k to 50k. Oh, and average pace is about 6:10. All right. Okay, super quick check-in, just past 65 kilometers. Feeling okay, a little bit sick of gels, but I think I'm in third place. So I've been going for 6 hours and 56 minutes, and not too far off 70 now. So yeah, all okay. But whew. Just past 80, that's Luke behind. I've been with him for the last, I don't know, 20, 30, 40. We're about third, fourth, so it's all looking pretty good. We're just climbing up on the last climb, which is the big one, up to the South Downs Way. We're just past all the Centurion 100 runners, but yeah, it's a pretty beautiful day, and I'm feeling okay, which is good. Pretty good. That's it. Not much else to say. Right, I just want to get this done and hopefully do well. Ow. Ow.
Well done.
Ow. Ow.
The rest of you were far too humble.
Okay, that's the race done. Got second. Very, very pleased with that. Not the most glamorous of finishes outside the loos there, but there was the finish. Really, really pushed that last bit there to get that second place. Never come second before, so I'm very, very happy, actually. Okay, so that's enough of that emotional nonsense there, and unfortunately it was fourth position. So I was second over the line, and I was congratulated for being second, for coming second by the race director, but there were two people that started in the way behind me that actually got an overall faster time, therefore I was fourth, not second. But anyway, I was really pleased with fourth. That was much more than I expected. So yeah, fourth was really, really good with 11 hours and 33 minutes. Very happy with that. Anyway, I'm going to run through a quick recap of the race and how it all went, because quite a few bits to say. Okay, so I've got to say the race went even better than expected. With 11 hours 33, that was much quicker than I hoped for. Fourth was amazing. If I say so myself, I was really, really happy with fourth, and just really pleased how it all went. So got to say the nutrition and the hydration strategies were spot on. That sort of 80 to 90 grams was perfect. Not one moment did I flag in energy. A couple of times when I got pretty thirsty, it was pretty hot, it was about 22, 23 degrees, the sun was beating down, and some of the aid stations were a little bit longer, so the water was just, a little bit of an issue. But I was actually still going to the loo at the end of the race, during the race, and so that was just a good proof that my system was still working well and things were going through nicely. Things didn't puff up or anything, so it was just the electrolytes and the water, everything was just seems to be working spot on. So that was it. And the gels were fine, just a bit sickly after a while, a lot of tailwind, a lot of gels, but it did the job that needed to be done. I haven't touched that since then, and actually I've just been craving more fats and eggs and cheese and stuff like that, butter, just to balance that out. That was my biggest craving after on the next day. But that's a very, very quick recap of how the actual race went. But a couple of good moments happened too. I'll talk about it in a second. So in regards to the strategy, it was just simply just to run, steady to start, keeping that pace going at an average pace. I will say that I probably took too much stuff with me, and the tailwind, the gels. Next time I would like to rely a bit more on the aid stations, because that pack was pretty heavy. 3, 4, I don't know, whatever kilos it was, and a bit too much. So I'd like to see if I could do it next time with a much lighter pack and just work on those aid stations as fuel. But race strategy was just simply do my thing, run the pace, get to 50, get to 60, get to 70. And amazingly, I had enough of my legs to take that to take that position into position 2 for the last 4-5 kilometers, and I even ran up the last climb. I switched on some Pantera and just smashed it. Went really, really hard. And I've got to say, the finish was great. To cross that line second with the people cheering for you, I've never had that before, and it's a moment that I'm never going to forget. So I'm really, really chuffed with those good, happy memories from the day. And to be honest, just nice to see that, it all paid off. I was quite, a little bit apprehensive, because my longest training run was probably only about 2 hours and 45 minutes. I had done quite a few doubles, and I had been cycling a lot more in the afternoon as well, and all that pays up, and the intervals and those sort of harder sessions that I hadn't done before with much intensity and much precision, I think that's where really paid off in the strength and the fitness in the legs. So it all went to plan. Okay, so that just leaves me to say thanks very much. Thanks for all the kind words and support. Really, really much appreciated. Sorry, my brain is still a little bit slow. Recovery's going well. I've been for a couple of bike rides. It's Tuesday. I slept terribly on the first night. Just the legs were just twitching and hot. But I think I've actually recovered really well, and I think the recovery I think that sort of the nutrition and stuff has a huge role when it comes to recovery as well, which I said before. So I think the fact that I did fuel my that race really, really well, I think that really enabled me to not only perform well, but recover quickly, which is really, really important. So anyway, right, that's it. If you like that, please do click the like and subscribe button. I hope it sort of helps, or entertaining, or semi-inspirational, whatever it is. Yeah, I hope that was of some sort of use. So I'm going to leave it here. It's just very attractive cladding wall, whatever that is, and say goodbye. So yeah, again, thanks very much. Hope you liked it. See you soon. Take care, and stick around for the next videos.